so much for joining me. If this is your first time, and welcome back, girl, if you are already a subscriber. I wanted to show you guys some cool new techniques that I use that I can see the difference, like in the way my makeup is sitting, the finish of it. And so I was finding some inconsistency with my makeup. Some days it would look really good, some other days I would be like, that don't look good at all. So I was just taking tips from celebrity makeup artists, just the techniques. I can see a difference from the last makeup video I did, my COVID and chill video, to now. Like, I can't stop staring at my brows. Let me give y'all a moment to stare at my brows. Like, I just like the way they look. They look very soft and natural. This is totally out of my ordinary. I usually do my eyebrows first, get those together because they frame the face. So you assume that you should start there. That most people start with their eyebrows. And then I was noticing the way that my concealer or my under eye and my contour was blending out. So if you like to see how I got this look, please be sure to stay tuned. Be sure to check out the description box below for a list of makeup artists that I learned these tips from. Yeah, and if you do try this, please tag me, send me a picture. I want to see what you're giving, because I'm giving like soft beat, like for real. So let's go ahead and get right into the video. Okay guys, so I was just getting ready to get in the norm routine of my makeup, but I just watched two recent celebrity makeovers, or celebrity MUAs did makeovers. So I picked up a few tips. Basically, I've been doing my things out of order, and it does affect the look that you want. Softer look if you do it a different way. So what I noticed is that I was doing my makeup out of order, like doing my brows first. My foundation case full of foundation and concealers. For my foundation shade, currently I am in the shade 365. Painting on your foundation allows you not to over apply, or apply too much. So it just kind of helps you control. And so I'll be using this with like a foundation brush, technique brush. This is the pointed foundation brush. So this is 365. I'm gonna use a buffing brush. So what made me grab for this brush was that I watched a video that I did, and I really liked the way my makeup looks, and I was like, let me try this brush again. I haven't tried it in a long time. This is probably how celebrities get their makeup done so fast. I noticed that she didn't speed the video up until the end, like when she was just doing like final touches, and her makeup was just about flawlessly done in 20 minutes. So by me doing my eyebrows first and or sometimes eyeshadow, I can see how this actually might benefit me with time. To conceal, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. concealer, and this is in the shade Deep Cinnamon. I really do like this. I like the color, and I like the consistency of it. Now, paying close attention, you want to make sure that you bring this up your nose, like up the sides, just so that it blends out, and that kind of helps bring in your nose a little bit more for when you contour. So especially if you have a wide nose like me. So I'm gonna do everything she did on the video. I hope it turns out right. She highlighted under her eyes, which I always do. She highlighted her forehead, which I always do. She highlighted the bridge of her nose. She also highlighted her chin just a little bit. And then she also highlighted down here. And she did like a few small lines. I'm nervous about that, but I'm just gonna do what she did, okay? I'm super nervous about this because I don't like my whole face to be too bright. So if I follow every steps like she said, I should be okay. I use my Anastasia foundation stick in Earth, which is this beautiful chocolate color. You can almost see, but it's kind of like my skin tone, so. I'm actually gonna take a brush. That way I have a more precise contour, much neater contour. And she literally brought it, she said bring it to the brow, not to this area, which I used to bring it in my crease. If you are darker than me, this contour color might not work for you, so you'll want to reach for a darker tone. I know that there's a lot of different foundation sticks that you could use. So to blend everything out, she used her same foundation brush. So I'm going to go ahead and start to blend this out. I'm going to blend out some of these edges. Using the same brush that you use to lay your foundation down really helps blend these things out, because it already has like a little bit of your foundation color. So that's probably why I was worried that this was going to be too bright, too yellow, too muggy. I was really worried about it. So I am going to use, opposed to using a beauty blender, I'm going to use my Makeup Bullet. It's my absolute favorite blender of all time. So if I had to use a blender, I would choose this one. I recently washed it last night, so it's still a little squishy and a little wet. So I'm going to just blend out my under eye. I would usually, that big buffer brush is the brush that I usually would blend out the edges to my highlight. And I can see that having smaller detailed brushes or blenders really benefit, because sometimes I would blend out my under eye concealer like here, and it'll be a big chunk that's kind of too dark. Like it's kind of too dark already. It wasn't properly blended out. So I do like the difference that I'm seeing here. It's giving already a softer, it's giving a softer look. I'm gonna just use this side because I use the tip for my under eye. And I'm gonna just use a side to blend out the contour. So now I'm just going to blend out. I'm gonna go ahead and blend out the highlight on my nose. Harsh, there's no harshness. Pushing this outward. Like I do any other beauty routine, I'm going to go in a second time with concealer. Always want to start at the edges from what I'm learning, from what I'm trying to do. Start at the edges. Like that side looks more blended than that side. See? I'm glad I messed up so you guys can learn from my little mistake. Once you apply your concealer and you let it sit for a little bit, you want to blend out from the edges. Okay, and I'm going to take that foundation brush and I'm going to blend the edges out further with this. See, that's much easier to blend out opposed to this. And mind you, I would have done my brows already, and I think the contour kind of helped my face come together with my brows, because as you can see, they're thick as these right now. I need a wax thread. I need something. So, all right. The artist I watched also had very, very, very nice and bad things to say about setting powders. Now, what she used was her Fit Me pressed powder to set under her eye, but this one's going to be too dark. This is, if I use the shade 360 foundation, then clearly that's going to be too dark. So what she did was she took a brush. I'm going to just dust pull some up off of my pressed powder. This is a mineralized skin finish from MAC for a very, very fair skin person. But I'm going to use it to set my under eye because I know it blends out very nicely. So I'm going to take some on my pointed foundation brush and set that. Totally messing up my pants. So again, this is a pressed powder because we all have had issues with flashback or the under eye looking too light, and this kind of definitely tones it down for you. And it wasn't that I couldn't get my setting powders to work, it's just that it wouldn't work every time. Sometimes, depending if I'm rushing on my makeup or, you know, I don't use a certain brush, my makeup doesn't turn out 100% the same each time. So I was running into that issue. Definitely, I would suggest you using a powder that's a little bit darker if you are my skin tone. This is medium dark and the mineralized skin finish from MAC. I bought this for my kit so that I could have a very nice setting powder for my my red girls, like my mom's skin tone. So that's why I got that. So I'm just going to take this brush, the foundation brush, and not so much wipe it off, but pat it in. What she did was her contour was she went back to her contour after she set these things, and she used a little bit of foundation. So my foundation bottle's here. I'm just literally going to run my brush through it. She was able to go right back under her contour, and she basically cut the contour. Cutting your contour with your foundation, because you know how sometimes it'll have that like ugly harsh line, and not only will it be harsh, but it'll be like your highlight color. And why should this be lighter? So I'm gonna just kind of cut this. All right, to sit on top of my contour, Anastasia powder bronzer in mahogany. I try to play it safe and not go too dark because I really don't like dark, harsh contours. So yeah. This combo is very pretty with a blush. It's like my blush that I use, my Raisin blush. Okay, I'm also going to use some of this down the bridge of my nose on that contour. Yeah, this is a good nose contour. It's not too dark. And it blends out pretty. So even if you get a little heavy-handed, you'll still be okay. I'm going to go ahead and clean up my brows. Okay. Oh my God. Come on, celebrity tips. You better give me a celebrity beat. This is literally the softest my makeup has been in a long time. Oh my God. Look at my brows. This is a good brow. This is a very natural brow. You probably can't see on camera, but you can see, I can see the contour literally going up, and it gave it the most natural fade that even one of these couldn't do. Like, I think I have some clear mascara that I'm gonna apply if I can find it. This is called, this blush is Warm Berry. This has kind of like a domed kind of like feel to it, and it's super fluffy. So I'm gonna use that. I'm going to add, let's add lashes. Let's go ahead and let's add lashes. Let's pray my lashes cooperate today. Let's do this. Yeah, I'm gonna blend this out with a blending brush. So I'm not finished yet. To bring this look all together, I'm going to take my blush that I use, and I'm going to take this like pretty little brick red brown color. I'm gonna put that on my lash line. That is nice. Y'all like my makeup today? I know y'all do. I know y'all like it better than any other video. Mascara. And so another tip that I picked up from one of the girls was to do this as if you're brushing your teeth. So that up and down method, usually I would turn it and try to use the tip of it to like comb them one by one, but I'm gonna try to use her method and pray to God I don't get like smudged. One of my favorite makeup artists. I don't even know how I found her. I think I found her off this Facebook makeup group. If you are not tagged into a Facebook makeup group, please comment down below. I will make sure that you're tagged in. I'm tagged in several. You can learn a lot from little makeup groups too, and also like when there's a sale going on, or you know, a product that has redeemed itself. All the makeup teas be in the groups. So I think I found one of the Maryland makeup artists from the makeup group, and her bottom lashes are always so nice. That's who I learned this tip from. And also using a color under your lash line, like I did that brown and that blush color, like it just brought everything together. Kylie Jenner, her makeup artist is the first one that got my attention. But yeah, that was also a tip. Coco, off the top of my head, I think her name was like Coco Barbie or Coco something. She's from like Central Florida area, and I found her on Instagram. She, like, I always blended my lip combo. Oh shit, that's okay. I've always blended my lip combo with my lips, like, you know, mushing it together like your mama taught you to. But she actually used a brush, like a blending brush. And even for clients, before, I've used like a small little flat lip brush, but never have I ever used a blending brush. And I only can say I see the difference. Like, it's kind of giving that little pout that everyone wants. I was getting frustrated because I'm like, I know how to do makeup. I have more than enough makeup. Why is my makeup not giving me what I want every time I do my makeup? Why are my looks inconsistent? Why can't I see growth? So I just started to follow more makeup artists, and I'm here to teach you so that you can slay by yourself. Highlighter. I like this highlighter during the summer months. Usually I would use this for my light skin girls, but also I used to use, well, I'm not gonna say used to, I usually use a big umbrella brush like this, or a fan brush, because it just gets right there. If you use a more concentrated brush like this, and this is just a flawless concealer brush, but it's domey, and I know that it blends out really good because I've used this in my crease before. Oh my god, I love the way my eyebrows look so soft, like up in here. I just can't even, sorry, keep getting distracted. Look cute. Okay, so focus. So I'm gonna use this Wet n Wild concealer, Mega Glow, in the shade Precious Petals. I'm gonna use my Make It Last matte. I'm gonna go heavy on this because I forgot to prime my face. So right, so now I'm going to take my beauty blender, the clean side. Sometimes the water will leave little specks. I'm gonna make sure that, literally, look at my makeup, y'all. They look good. I'm telling you, foundation, highlight and contour, eyebrows, then everything else. Literally, you will be satisfied. Okay, so I spray my face. I'm gonna use a little bit of this highlighter.